into tonight's portion. So we are doing this program based on this film called Ordinary Radicals. So are we ordinary radicals is kind of the question, and what does it mean to be a Christian in 2012? So this film was something that Brian was involved in. He was involved in a community. He went to Eastern University, and there's a group of students who, from Eastern University, have founded a small intentional community, kind of like a little, what we call 21st century monasticism kind of thing in Kensington. They have also started, some of them have started a movie production, film house kind of thing. So this film is a result of two of the people who started the community at the time called The Simple Way, and has a different name now, I don't know what it's called, in Kensington. Shane Claiborne and I don't remember the other guy's name. But they wrote a book. One of the books is called Ordinary Radicals. And then they wrote another book called Jesus for President. And it was during the last presidential campaign, 2008, I guess. So, and it was released then. So this film comes on the tail of that book being published. And so it's really a big publicity tour for the book, but they're engaging in conversation with people all over the country about what it means to be Christian in the 21st century, and basing on, and they're colliding with communities who are living out the Christian life in a kind of a unique way, not the standard, mega church, or not the standard small country church or the main line, kind of in some in unique ways.
Manhattan comes from 40% of all the garbage in New York City, all 5 boroughs. 40%, which makes sense because Manhattan builds up, and we have millions who are here not just to live but also to work, right? But we have not one garbage recycling plant in Manhattan. We have not one garbage dump in Manhattan. Not one. Instead, we ship our garbage to the Bronx, the South Bronx in particular. And as a result, all the garbage trucks, they all have to go through Harlem, 125th Street, in order to get to the South Bronx. So all the emissions from the garbage trucks, they cause high rates of asthma. Asthma is at its highest rate in the whole country.
God's creation. And we're involved in a group of young climate activists called Power Shift, and in many of those circles, we're the first Christian group that they've ever felt positive about. On the other hand, we're oftentimes the first environmental group that a lot of Christian groups have worked with. And for us, these aren't paradoxes. This is what the shalom means. This is the kingdom. And we're called to serve the creation. This is the paradox of the servant king. Though we're made in the image of God, and the church has that conversation down pat. We forget that we're made of the substance of the earth. And I lost my eye to cancer. I tasted mortality. We're so cavalier about the miracle of life. I think when people contemplate their own death, and I'm not scared of dying, I'm sad about not living.
Second day.
Here comes Jesus going to take you guys.
It was about getting our China. And I said, of course I was idealistic person in seminary at the time. And I said, if you walked into a store that was selling China powders, and you had $100 in your hand to buy play stuff, right? And sitting by the door was a child who was starving to death. Could you walk by that starving child without food and go in and buy China for yourself?
Can I be devil's advocate?
Say what?
Can I be a devil's advocate here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to give all this stuff up. That means that a whole bunch of people are going to lose their jobs because we're not buying any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Now what do we do? That means there's that many more people we're going to have to go feed.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a way of living.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't that somehow count?
That's an interesting question, and I know that there's I forget where I saw, this interview. But there's a sense where if we were to really take seriously the things Jesus said, the economy would have to change.
Well, that's what
You know, and is an economy of only production, you know, of things, or can it be an economy of service? Can it be, you know, and I don't know the answer to this, and they were hypothesizing, you know, how the economy would have to change in order that people could, you know, earn a livelihood.